All right, guys. So let's take a quick look here at the market and where we're at. So what we're seeing is the 200 is already have shifted long. There's a big pattern here that we need to be very aware of, and depending on how we resolve this. So what you're seeing here is a captain set up long on the 200 into Renko, and the problem with it is the fact that we came in there and actually traded under it, and that's typically a sign that this thing may be breaking. So if this current candle that we are in here closes at 970 and a quarter, we're gonna see a continuation selling pressure that could take us from target number one to target number two, which is 768 and a half. And that would be a massive move if that happens. And yesterday, if you remember, we were talking about this and how if we break this level right here at 133, we're gonna have a massive move lower. Yeah, well, we got that massive move lower. So there's a bit of pressure stepping in here in this market. Good morning, Alpha, Prakash, Ethan. Good morning, Kaseva. Good morning, Vitali. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So that's the first thing that we said. If we break that, 68, that would be an issue. And if we also break 20,030, that's gonna lend itself for a bit of a continuation long. And and the target is Globax 43 and a quarter. ES, let's talk about ES. ES is rounding up. Let's take a look at, yeah. It's a one candle reversal here, so we're hitting resistance in a couple of spots. So now, what the market's telling us is there's a big disconnect between ES and NQ. I mean, ES is weaker than NQ, and we're trading in the middle of the range. So that puts us in a position where the market got to get in sync here one way or another. Either go up to that 35, or even if that happens, you still have ES not cooperating with us. So a little bit of patience here. We have some news. In 8 minutes. We have flash manufacturing PMI, and at the top of the hour, existing home sales. So two pieces of news. The manufacturing PMI definitely going to be an important important number. So we see here how the market came into harmony zone number one, almost to the tick, and bounced right back up. So that's very supportive. Then you came here and gave us a captain setup long, ran back up, higher low, higher low. Okay. So sellers are getting countered by buying interest, and the big number is that obviously the 20,000, right? I want to spend some time just kind of understanding AKU. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Understanding this price structure here. Here we go again. You know, that bottom end, the bottom of harmony zone number two. I mean, this is second time, third time coming to it, and they just keep wanting that price. So more weakness stepping in into ES. Why? Just they go through phases like that. And it gives us a lot of information when they do it. It's typically when the market is trying to bottom or a top, you will see a lot of disconnect. You see a lot of disconnect between ES and NQ. And not just ES and NQ, but the Russell will be doing one thing, NQ will be doing another thing, ES and YM will be doing another thing. It just literally all the indices will be out of sorts. And that's usually a topping or a bottoming behavior. All right, we got 2 minutes to PMI numbers. All right. We ultimately want to get out of this zone, and this zone, you see this Harmony's Globex band zone. We need to get out of it. And the reason why we need to get out of it, so we can get some momentum and consistency and follow through. Oh, wow. Okay. Here comes that news. Captain set up short and a test of it. Just watch out. I'm gonna take a shot at it here. Very nice, very nice. That was a captain set up short. Actually, double captain set up short. I mean, that's what got me in. I was like, all right, well, if they're gonna stop me up here, let them stop me. But that was a good 17 point, I think, target. Right now, 200 and the 100 are in sync, and rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. We have Harmony Zone number 1, which is 93 by 03 and 18 by 28. We will reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 20,006, 20,675. So that's that trade that we just took. Short for 345. Let's keep working. Another captain setup. That's interesting. So we're seeing a lot of them right here. You know, two and one with a lower high. So we need to protect this 88 to the 80 level. All right, taking another shot at this market. We should get a push toward that 59.60. I'll see if I can get there. Thank you. See that captain setup? They came back and retested it. They even tried to flip that market and they couldn't. I got involved and made a little bit of money on that short, and moving on to the next decision. Yeah, good job, Safe. Good job, good job. All right, let's just keep working here. Yeah, look at that one move. All right, so we hit our target. Next target is 918 and a quarter. 918 and a quarter. And Harmony Zone number one shifted to 68 by 78 and 93 by 3 1/4. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 85.90, and rallies are shortable. Come on, Adam. I know you're making some money on this. Matthew, where we at? So that price right here, 27. 27. You got two spots, actually 27 and 11. Those are two spots where the market is going to pause and run back up. Continuation of that trade. Did we hit that? Yeah. Well, 90. Yeah, we did hit that target. Wow. I mean, they're just hitting one target after the other. We getting next target of this rotation is 893. 893. And we have a harmony zone number 1 resistance, which is 43 by 53, then 68 by 78. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break 60 to 65. Rallies are shortable. $9.30 as a huge level. Yeah, they're gonna react to it here in a minute. We have in 7 minutes more news. Yeah, we need to wake up. We've been needing to wake up for a long time, brother. All right, so continuation of this selling pattern that we're seeing here. Okay, so one thing that we don't want to necessarily see if you're short is 37.75. That will put a captain setup long on the 50 NT Renko. So you don't want to see 37 right now. And it looks like the market is trying to stabilize here. So just kind of watch out. Don't overcommit on the short side right now. We may be getting the early signs of a counter trend. But before we say that, it's even a possibility 37 needs to show up. And we got the news correct, Ethan, in few minutes here. So that's probably what the market is doing, is just trying to hold in anticipation of news. So just be careful. I bet you we're gonna get 37 here in a second. Yep. 37. Here we go. So we got the captain set up on the 50 NT wrinkle. We're just gonna see a counter trend coming up here into the news. So let me show you what I'm looking at here so you could understand. So we got those two shorts, 1 and 2, and now this is a captain set up long at that 37, and we're gonna get a counter trend. So we could have seen that, we've seen the early signs of it. It just So we may, depending on how the news is going to come in, we could see higher prices to the 70s and 90s, and that's going to be a solid support area where the market has to break that in order for the shorts to resume. And we're about to close the 100 NT wrinkle, which tells us that the market is going to be out of sync. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on here, but we got 1 minute. I mean, if the market gets to 70, I mean, that's an area where I can get short. And I'm just going to actually kind of put my order above there and wait and see. Hopefully it burst up a little bit. The market is out of sync. So it's a two-sided market. No longer are we just decisively short and trending. The market is in a consolidation, two-sided market phase. Here comes the news. Let's see what happens here. All right, get up there. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll take it. I think it's going to go lower, but, it's one of those things where, I mean, we could go back down to the 50s, 45s, but that's the trade right there. So those are the three decisions we made so far this morning. 712 and looking for the next trade. You're going to put a captain setup short right here. That's going to lend itself for another push lower. Yeah. So what are we seeing right now? We're seeing the two-sided market. So this trade up here is a first touch into harmony zone number 2 as a resistance, and the market kind of came back. It had a little bit more strength to it, but ultimately it just rolled over. Now that's the second phase of the rolling over. We may see this zone come into play. ES is pulling back. ES is doing just about the same thing here. Here you go. You took that captain setup. Yeah, it was a decent one, man. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on here. You had this area as a high, a lower high with a captain setup signal, and you got the zone behind you. So you got a whole lot of things working out for that trade. All right, I'm gonna step away for just a moment. I gotta get my water. I'll be back. All righty, all righty. We're back in action. Let's see it. Good job, Ethan. Yeah, that was a good one up there. So we saw what they were doing here. So I mean, that's they hit harmony zone number two, came back with a lower high and a captain setup that got you to zone number one. So now, when the market is consolidating, you're gonna see it kind of bounce between those two zones, harmony zone number one and two. And the fact that the market is disconnected between the 200 and the 100 tells you that the market is a two-sided and consolidating. So trading the edges of price on a first touch basis has high probability. Okay. Second touch, third touch, fourth touch, sometimes you get that. If you start getting any more than that, then you're starting to risk breakouts of those ranges that the market established. So you just got to be careful with that. First touch basis usually is very good. So now ES did something that's noteworthy. They put a captain setup switch trade long into harmony zone number two. That's the first touch that they did. Okay, so that now the market is running up and it's just taking NQ with it. Okay, and the market, what it did here is they closed the 200. So now you're in sync on the long side, but hitting that bottom end of the Globex band. Okay, so we should be seeing or expecting a bit of a retracement. Now we have harmony zone number one and two as support, and we have a swing trade target to the upside of 20,018 and a quarter. Okay, so you just gotta be careful here. I mean, we may get that retracement, but the personality of the market on a swing trade basis has shifted a little bit into the longs. Now, I mean, let's go back to the scene of the crime, right? And the scene of the crime is that captain setup. And we talked about how 37 is a critical level for us. If we see that the market is going to counter trend our shorts that we had. Okay. So, and since that happened, we ran up here into harmony zone number two. Market came back in, and now we're running back up. So you're getting, price stability and they ran the stops under that 47, and now they're just spinning everybody back up. So if we get to 06, yeah, 06. Oh, 675 right here. Damn it. So 06, 016. I mean, I'll put an order up there. That's a little bit on the risky side, but it's the 0675 really is the order, but we'll see here. I mean, it may not be a bad idea. I mean, let me just take it right here. It's 0675. There you go. I gotta cancel that order now. The reaction happened. It was 0675. I'm I'm just sitting here dicking around. Be honest with you, I just should have just kind of taken it. Yeah, that was from 0675 all the way down to like 90. That's just huge. All right, so what's the next target on a swing trade basis? It is the 18 and a quarter. Then what's after that? Globex 43. You see that 675 again? You're getting a lot of distribution up there. There they come. A little bit of selling pressure. That's 675 was just that was gold. That was gold right there. We're getting a retest of Harmony Zone number one. Um, that would be the zone of 68 by 58. You get the market down there, and you make a higher low. Then that will set us back in. So what do we see here? We see the fact that the market is out of sync again. So the long idea of a break to 18 and a quarter is taking a pause. This is a bit of a deeper pullback than we should have had. And really the market needs to come back up to 92 in order for the longs to take charge again. Now they can come back to Harmony Zone number two and try to test it. That 52, why did I not see that? 52 was there's 52 and yeah, that 35, 36. I mean, I'll put the order right there, right here. 36. If they get to 36, then I'll play the game. I had a level 52, but I wasn't paying attention to it. Yeah. I'm not gonna get my order down there. I don't know if it doesn't look like I'm gonna get my order. I'll just keep it there for a little bit, see if they flash sell this market down there. But um, we're getting we're getting a little bit of a protective price action, against harmony zone number one. Here we go. Yeah, so that's a lower high. We may see a little bit of a push here. Ultimately, what would get me long on a swing trade basis? That 90s, the 92s. You get there and you start pulling back, then I'll start playing. I have a trade at 37 that's based on first touch harmony zone trading. If we get there, then that'll be great. If we don't, then I have to cancel it and look for something else. Shorts will obviously take complete control at 918, and rallies become shortable on a swing trade basis again. I think they'll put a bit more of a fight, because that will be two switch trades in a row. I mean, good lord, if they do that, then here we go. Come down with your bad self. There's a captain set up short on ES that established itself at 50. Here we go. This thing is going to come in here. 30, 31 and a half. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Come back down. 48, 36. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. Let's see here. Man, come on. It hit that zone like almost to the tick. So that makes it a little bit more difficult for me, because if it turns back in, it's going to go a little bit deeper than that 36. So I may have to adjust this. Man. Yeah, I mean, that 45. I mean, it's like literally right here, like right on that spot. So now we're just oscillating, and I have to readjust my orders. I have to readjust my orders. I'm actually going to cancel this order and try again. What are you saying here? On bull knocks today, so you can DCA? Is that what you're saying? I'm not understanding. So on Bullnox, can you or can you not DCA? All right, so right here, just kind of oscillating between harmony zone number 1 and 2, and they just market just basically pink. You're basically oscillating between those two. Can DCA? Okay, got you. Thank you. All right, so yeah, this type of market, man, I tell you. So the market is like what should have been a follow through on the long side is getting countered and failing. So that they did it the first time around, and they're attempting the second time. Uh, watch out here. Watch out. We got a 57 long. I'm gonna try it again here. Ah, they're not gonna give it to me. Gonna have to cancel that order. There's a captain set up on the. It was on the 30 NT Rinko at that 57. It's trying to catch it, but I don't want to chase it. Yeah, I'm not chasing nothing here. Let's see. All right, let's pull back. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. All right. So if the market gets back up to 81 and a quarter now, that will set the stage for pullbacks to be viable on a swing trade basis. That means that we tested harmony zone number 1 and 2, and we held them, and we broke above them, and we came back to test them. Look at all that behavior that the market is doing if we get to that 81. They got to do that there. Okay. There's a whole lot of distribution levels here. So you're getting like every time we get up in the 75 close to the 80, they just hammer that market. Okay. 72 will be a switch trade. So that 36 order that I put in is just no longer kind of valid because we already hit the 45s multiple times and bounced right off of it. Yep, quad witching. So quad witching, what's the personality of quad witching? Whole lot of traps. Whole lot of traps. The market tends to pause and burst and rotate multiple times in ranges, build stops and run them. Um, so that's just a typical behavior of quad witching. So how is everybody doing so far? Adam, Matthew, Roxanne, Safe, Sheila, where is Steven? Big Money Steven, where we at? Ethan, what are we doing, buddy? Alpha, how we doing, Alpha? AKU, where you at, bud? Um, let's see here. That's the first touch. Retesting that captain setup around that 57 area that we established in the run up to 72. Cautious on Friday. I mean, that's enough money, man. I mean, that's good amount of money. I mean, not be enough for you, but it's a Friday, and end on a positive note, right? All right, just keep working, Steven. So I'm asking myself, what's the best decision I can make right here? And just based on market read and nothing else. Oh, okay, that's perfect, Steven. That's good. That's good. Just basically based on market read. What is okay? Here we go. There's a big thing going on here. It's you see that run that we just had. If we break 73, 73, that will be a captain setup long on the 70 NT wrinkle, and that will set in motion the scenario that we were talking about earlier of a run up to the 80s, then a run up to 20,018. And that will have two captain setups and a switch trade on the 50 NT wrinkle in its direction. So 73.75. 73.75 is that number. All right, all right. Look what they're trying to do. They're trying to put that captain setup on that 70. Yeah, here we go. We're getting very close, very close. At 73, they punch it up there, and that I'm gonna start looking for pullbacks and signals to go long. And then we got the 80s coming up. Then after that, the 20,018, and you know things we're just gonna start moving in that direction. But you gotta break that 73. Hey Matthew, what's up, buddy? We're doing good, man. I mean, I don't know if you were paying like close attention, but we're like up three. I think we made three decisions. I'm gonna have to look. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, I gotta pay attention to this. Yeah, 73. I get it. They're pushing. I need to pull back here. Um, we had like three decisions. Every single one of them paid. Come on. Yeah, yeah, we made three decisions from the 40. You're from the 40s. Yeah, I got you. Here we go. So those those are the three decisions that we made. We're up 700, and moving on to the next one. God. See, that's the thing. Sometimes when they put those captain setups, I mean, they just don't give you even a chance to, boom, take off, and then they just. Let's see if I can get involved. Who are you talking about? Oh, Top Step. Oh, yeah. I mean, they pay out. I mean, the Top Step Trader is the first one that started in this industry. By the way, literally the first company that started this idea of funded accounts was Top Step, and they're a legitimate company. So I wouldn't be worried about them paying you. Just pass their stuff, and you got the money. Okay, I mean, I get this. 2018 is the next target. I mean, you can get all the way up to Globex 2043 and a quarter, Matthew. And you have stops at 70s and 55s and okay, excuse me, 58s on a rising support basis. Then you got target 1 and 2. Got a lot of things working in your favor here. Yeah, I mean 50s and 60s, middle of the range. That means you have to sit through some bullshit. That's right. There you go. You already know what's coming, right? Well, this is a good entry though for you. There's a captain set up short on the 30 NT Renko, so we're gonna get a little bit of retracement coming in here that could take us to the 80s and 75s. So just kind of watch out for that. Ah, yeah, see? There you go. So what made me say this is this right here. Captain set up short, 87. It's going to pull back into the 70s. It just, damn it. Clockwork. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I mean, yeah, here we go. I mean, they hit that level and just boom, boom, ran it up. Boom, boom. Here comes 10 o'clock. Okay. So let's go back to that 70 NT Rinko because what happened? So that captain setup that we talked about at 73, then they put a switch trade right after that. So now from 20,000 all the way to that 50 is huge, huge support. And as long as we don't break the 80s, 73, really all these pullbacks are buyable into a bigger run that's going to take us to the 18, which we're not too far away from it. Then you got Globex at 43 and a quarter. Then you're getting higher prices after that. And this zone here is going to be a pivot point for the remainder of the day. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to take a shot at it here. We had a captain set up. That's going to hurt. Good for them. Good for them. All right, so I'll add one here. And it should push lower. Okay, I'm gonna take it out here. I think it's gonna go lower. Damn it. Yeah, it's gonna go lower. It's gonna go lower. It's gonna go lower. Damn it. It was a good, I mean, that was a captain setup at the top end of the range in an environment that was, overall short from a 200 NT Ringo perspective, it's worth a shot here. We made a little bit of money. Not much. Nah, that's not much at all, actually. If I held on a little bit longer, I would have been a lot better in that trade. So we made another 50 bucks basically between those two contracts. 754. All right, let's just keep working. All right, buddy. All right, Adam, man. Take care, bud. Small steps, my friends. Don't small steps. That's the right idea right there. Here you go, Vitali. What worked for you? I eat very well. I try. Thanks, man. Not to hurry. Enter. I usually don't eat breakfast, but my wife is out of school, so she's been feeding me. I think that the key to that one, Vitali, is to know what you should be waiting for, right? If you're not very clear on what to wait for, you tend the trader tend to be anxious, and to resolve an anxiety, you tend to act prematurely. So once you become very clear on what to wait for, um, that part of the trading plan becomes solidified, more clear, and you don't find yourself kind of jumping, in spot that you don't feel like you should. So okay, so we don't know if it's going to be choppy. Well, the market so far been choppy, so that's kind of consistent with its behavior today. Yes, higher lows. So if the market is going to go and migrating toward Globex, then you know for a fact that the market is going to spend some time there. So it went from, let's take a quick look. So you had a captain set up into the close on the 200. Market sells it off, put a one candle reversal. So the expectation is to see a rally. They sell it off into another reversal, and we find ourselves migrating back to Globex. So the whole structure is a consolidation, a non, not necessarily trending behavior. So you can't get to Globex and then spend a bunch of time just oscillating in and around and building stops. Okay, where would we know that the market is taking on a little bit of heat and will be uh, kind of stuck in a tighter range? So it is a range. It's expanding range, but will it compress itself into a tighter range? If we break anything under 70, so that 70 is a critical level, and 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 we talked about this right here. The 2000 to the 50 is going to be an incredible support area. So with that knowledge and that setup, we should see Globex, and from there, a bit of a pause, then a push to higher prices. Okay, and is it gonna be a big trending day? Ah, you gotta take it almost like one candle at a time and measure the health of the trend between the 200 and the 100 NT Rinko. So if at any point the 100 disconnects from the 200, the market just entered another two-sided market in a pause. So here we go. I mean, we're heading toward Globex. We expected this to happen. What is going on? There you go. Hey, feel free anytime, Alpha. Feel feel free anytime. I mean, we got so close to Globex and just got faded. Yeah, you know what? So I mean, to measure the health of this move, what are the spots that the market needs to hold? 20,000. Then you have harmony zone number 1, which is 93 by 83. If we start breaking that, then you know that this market is just doesn't have a lot of follow through. Okay. I mean, we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity toward glowbacks, but we got so close to glowbacks and got faded, and that's usually a sign that the market is entering this two-sided deal. But we wouldn't get it officially till we break 93 and a quarter. So 93 and a quarter is very critical, which is 20,000 by 93 and a quarter. That will put the market in a two-sided market. Then shorts can start, working a little bit more aggressively, and they could push the price below 80. And there will be basically a lot of fights back and forth between the longs and the shorts if 93 gives up. Okay, I'd rather not see that, and I'd rather see the market go to 2030, then pull back and give us a buying opportunity toward 43. Then we can burst above that. But we talked about this earlier. We're going to get close to glowbacks, and then the market is going to pause. So you're getting this pause right now. That's literally the pause. Ain't no sunshine. Well, here you go. And hence 93. Now the market is out of sync. Market is out of sync. Two-sided market. They should try to defend this, so we may punch back up above 20,000 here quick. Well, just keep acting like you're trading, Alpha. Take care, Steven. Take care. I mean, the market disconnected. So here you go. I mean, that's just, it's going through different phases here. I mean, if they bring it to, here we go. Let me see here. I mean, hell if I know. Let me see here. 50. Here we go. I mean, I'll tag the bottom end of the Globex band, and those are usually very good at just hitting that level and bouncing. They may come into this level here at 68 and bounce it back up, but I'll just be on the safe side and put 58 and see if we can get there and bounce right back. We're like literally at an area where the market just really has to kind of come back in and hold. Yeah, so that order at 58 doesn't look like it's going to get filled anytime soon. Okay, so if we break back up to 17, then the market is going to be back in sync. So the market, actually the market here did something very similar to what they did earlier on, by the way. Let me see if I can find it though. Huh. Because I remember us doing this and running back up hard. Yeah, Sheila. I mean, it's just nothing. It's just quiet day. If you find yourself making a little bit of money, it's not a bad idea just to call it a day. It's a Friday. Canceling that order. Not necessarily. I mean, see, here we go. I mean, that's just getting a push here. Most times, Sheila, you're getting the market has the capacity. During what quad witching is they pause, they burst, and then they get very tight in consolidation, then they expand it, and it's just a lot of stop runs. Here we go. I mean that the market is back in sync, and we can look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity with a target toward 2043 and a quarter. So that target is now in play. Here you go. There you go, and boom. All right, so that target got hit. Stupid. Captain set up short right here. Really? I mean, it's still worth the risk right here, but we'll see. I mean, it may stop me. It may stop me. We'll see. Because we got so close to it, to the stop. I mean, if this candle kind of close lower, then I'm going to be good for the 40s. I don't necessarily want to add to it anywhere, but yeah. All right. We'll give it a try. I mean, that was a captain setup. I mean, there was an ad right here, and that kind of would have got me into break even, but now watch it kind of sell off. But I got to take my stop on that. And it's 11 o'clock. So let's take a look at where we at. All right. So that trade kind of took a chunk out of our profit at 354. So about $400 profit for the day. So that's 400. That's the 400. So we're up at 32,718. Just close to equity high. I think our equity high was 33,222. Now watch this thing sell off, right? That's it. Positive day. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, guys. We'll see you bright and early Monday morning. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.